Hi guys, BetMaster Ben back again with your weekly tips. The Premier League is over, but we've still got a host of football and boxing to get through this weekend. But let's get straight into it. Let's go over to Danny Flexen for the boxing tip.
Hi there, BetMaster Ben, and hello, boxing gambling fans. It's been very hard, I'm not going to lie to you, to find value in the boxing market this weekend. I saw some stuff at the start of the week. I was hoping as the week went on, odds might, shorten on some of the favourites and we get some better value extracted. But that hasn't been the case. There's, I would say, four major fights this weekend worthy of your attention, but the favourites are favourites for a reason in all of them. I think Billy Joe Saunders, even up at super middleweight, will have far too much for Shifat Sufi. I think Deontay Wilder, although he may experience some problems from Dominic Brazil, who is athletic, who does pack a punch, I think his power will prove the difference ultimately. And I think in the World Boxing Super Series semi-finals out in Glasgow, I think Naoya Nui is too powerful, too well balanced, too well rounded for a very talented Emmanuel Rodriguez. And Josh Taylor's just a bit too fast, young, fresh and rangy for Ivan Baranchyk, who is the younger man but has arguably had tougher fights because of his style and only really, at least as a pro, seems to know how to box one way, whereas Taylor's more versatile. So I think they're all going to win. What I came up with in the end for your bet, and this isn't a guarantee it's going to come from, I'm not as confident as normal, but I would go for Inoue, Taylor and Wilder all outright. And I would add in Joe Joyce to win by inside distance, so knockout or technical knockout or disqualification against Alexander Ustinov. Both really big men, but Joyce in the prime of his pro career. Ustinov's a bit of a lumbering oaf who's lost his last two. Joyce should easily get the job done inside the distance. If you add that into the other three outright, it's a fourfold that pays evens. Not amazing. Although what you could do is go for Joyce in the first 5 rounds, I think with Betfred, round 1 to 5, and that boosts it up to around 2.5 to 1. And I do expect Joyce to get the job done by the end of the 5th round. So have a look at that. Decide whether you want to go for evens or the boosted 2.5 to 1 for Joyce to win in the first 5 rounds. For purposes of checking next week to see if I got it right or not, we're going to go for the 3 outrights and the 1 inside the distance for evens. I'm not going to take too many chances. I like to safeguard my record like a young prospect scared of suffering his first loss. Really appreciate it. Hope you all have a good winning weekend, and I'll be back next week. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Danny. I think that is going to come in for us that weekend, so put your money where your mouth is. That is a winning bet. Hopefully that's going to come to you. Anyway, let's get straight into the football, and I have got a fourfold to bring for you this weekend. The first leg of that fourfold is going to be Manchester City to win the FA Cup against Watford. Now, it's a very short price, but I think that's got to be a lock-in. I'm going for Man City to win against Watford in the FA Cup final to complete their domestic treble. Second up is going to be Bayern Munich at home to Frankfurt. Now, both teams are very used to scoring a lot of goals and conceding a lot of goals, so I am going for both teams to score in that game, and that was at 4-7. The next game is Paris Saint-Germain at home to Dijon. Now, PSG won the league about 2-3 weeks ago, so since they've won the league, they've been conceding, they've been scoring a lot, they've been losing games, they've been winning games. They've been a very unpredictable team, but the only predictable thing about their games is goals. So I'm going for both teams to score in that game as well, which you can get at 4-6. And finally, to complete the fourfold, I am going for Getafe to win at home against Villarreal. Now, Getafe have been amazing this season. They've been punching above their weight all season. They've been flirting with the idea of getting into the top 4. They're level on 4th place and 5th place with Valencia. Now, if they can win this and better Valencia's result, they can get that 4th spot, which they thoroughly deserve in my opinion. So I am going for Getafe to win against Villarreal. Now, you can get that 4-4 with William Hill at 4.21 to 1. So put your money, and hopefully we'll be counting our money this weekend. See you next time.